Hey, what's up, everybody? So in this video, basically, I'm going to be telling you guys about the apps that I have on my HTC One A9 and why, or why I use them. And so before I dive into that, I just want you guys to know. I mean, I know it's just kind of like plain Jane, whatever type video, and it's just I'm really tired. I spent the day reorganizing my room and moving things around, and I don't know if you guys are the same as me when it comes to this, but sometimes I just like a new setting to help kind of relax. Like if I move things around in my room or in my house, it just, because it's a new setting. I don't know. People talk about feng shui and everything, but me personally, I just think it's a type of energy that's like brought out that helps you relax more. Plus, you know, people are addicted to having new things or being in a new environment. So by making your environment in a position that's new to you, kind of helps relax you. So I know for a fact I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. But anyways, I did a what's on my Android video, and I just kind of really wasn't too happy with that. And so I'm going to go about it with this format. I am going to talk about the different applications that I have and why I have them and what I use them for. And maybe you guys might find that useful in your day-to-day life. You don't have to be a vlogger to use these. So yeah, you'll see a screen pop up here that's going to kind of go along with what I am talking about. So anyways... So to kick this off, basically, you know, my home screen. Basically, I use the Google Pixel 2 XL launcher with the Google Now mod. You can find that on XDA. It's very simple to find, and it just makes things more simplified. For me, I like stock Android. I mean, HTC Sense is okay. I use it from time to time when I want themes, but normally I just run with stock Android. And as you guys can see, that this one has the double bubble at the bottom. So you have the Google search bar as a separate bubble, and then you have Google Assistant as its own bubble. You swipe up to basically reveal the app drawer or app tray, and you have all these applications here. And if you swipe off to the right, as I stated, it's modded. So you have your Google feed basically, and so that's always nice to have. So on my home screen, the apps that I keep specifically on my home screen because I use them quite a bit is Google Plus. So you guys can see Google Plus right here. Let me open it up. And this is my preferred social media. I read a lot of articles and what people post on here. On top of that, you know, I have like several communities that I've created. The Other Techies, which is a bunch of my friends here on YouTube that you guys can go to that and follow it and see what they post on there. I'm a huge fan of Sonic and Knuckles and all that, so I made some of these communities that I haven't really been active on. Of course, there's the Sprint, Boost Mobile, and Virginmobile community. So if you have any one of those services, you can join there and just kind of talk about the services and any issues you've had with the companies or things that you may have know of. But yeah, so out of that, of course, Chrome browser, but I don't have to tell you what Chrome browser is. Obviously, it's a web browser. And my son's playing. So now I have Twitter. And I use Twitter quite a bit. So you guys can see I follow like several people that I like reading their tweets and stuff. So it's pretty cool. I tweet on there from time to time to let you guys know what I'm about to do. So if you guys haven't followed me on Twitter, it's pretty cool. Look at that. Street Fighter 2 World Warriors for Super Nintendo. Yeah, there's several people on Twitter I love to follow, just for the content that they put out there. So I mean, there's like one person that's like seriously game collecting retro games. He tweets it all the time. So I follow him on Twitter and I get to see stuff like that. People, fan art and things of that nature. So. And then, obviously, I see my friends' tweets and whatnot. Shout out to Grant. Happens to be in the video. So, yeah, follow Grant on Twitter. And so, next up to Twitter, I use Vero. Now, Vero is a new social media app. Basically, I just signed up for it recently, and I caught wind of it because I follow Matthew Santoro, and I caught wind of it. He spoke about it. It's another form of social media, and the way that I feel about this app is it's kind of like a cross, between your basic social media and Instagram, because everything is photo related. So in order to post things, you either got to put a photo a music clip, movie, TV, place. You can share, a book that you're reading or you're enjoying, or you can link something from like a different site. And one of the cool things about this, if I can remember how to get to it, is, let's see, you have the ability to invite people. There's a way that you could see, like, you can pretty much see like how often, like how much time you spend on social media. I forgot where. Oh, there it is, right down there. Duh. Usage. So this actually tells you like how many times, how many hours of the day you're actually on social media, and you can actually track like how much time of the day that you are either being productive or wasting based on this. So that's actually pretty cool, and it's a full-fledged social media app, and you can invite people to join in. Obviously, you get notifications of people that like your photos or like your posts. And it does have a built-in chat, so you don't have to download a separate app to chat with people that you follow on Vero that follow you back. You guys can chat within the application. I really dig that. So I mean that's pretty cool. And yeah, you just go through like different pages and you can like certain posts. So that's actually quite nice. YouTube doesn't need any explanation what it is, and neither does Google Play Music. I am running a light version of Facebook and Instagram. I'm not going to pop those up because they have people on there that probably don't appreciate their profiles being shared on YouTube. So when I go in, I have multiple applications here. I have ADP Mobile, obviously, to track pay stubs and things like that. I use Google Aloha. I'm not going to launch that because it has private information in there. But I use Google Aloha to chat with a lot. Android TV remote, because I don't want my Nexus player remote to break, so I use the one on my phone to basically govern my Nexus player. AZ screen record to record video from my screen, which I'm using right now. And so you have your basic apps. Like I have Boost Plus, which is not for Boost Mobile. It's HTC's cache cleaner and storage management, and works really good. Calculator and calendar, you guys know what those are. Camera, obviously, and I think the camera is like really, really, really cool. Let me go ahead and just kind of open that up and see if it'll let me do so. And then there we go. And of course you have like all these really cool modes. I did this in yesterday's video, I believe, but they're like pro mode and things like that. So it's like pretty cool. You have all these different things you can play around with the camera app. So that's nice. And so we have clock, downloads, obviously Google Drive. I do store a lot of my info and my files and stuff on Google Drive. Duo for video chatting, because it is probably one of the best video calling apps on Android. File Manager, to self-explanatory. Files Go, I really dig this app. Files Go is really, really, really good. I love how it can just easily go through and just be able to show you things that you may not even need anymore on your phone, and how much storage you'll free up if you get rid of it. So that's always quite nice. And then you have the ability to actually send and receive files, nearby without internet. So yes, you can transfer files without the need of connection to the internet. That's really cool, in my opinion. And I believe what it uses a Wi-Fi direct signal. So if you have Wi-Fi direct turned on and somebody else has it turned on, you guys can link up with your Wi-Fi antennas and then send files that way. So you're not really connected to the internet. You're connected to each other in a form of similar to Bluetooth, but it's actually using your Wi-Fi antenna to beam the files over. So that's quite nice. You should definitely take a look at Files Go by Google. Flashlight gallery, obviously self-explanatory. Gboard is the keyboard I love to use. I will always keep using Gboard. Google Pay, obviously. I already showed you guys Google Plus. Google Home. I have this on here because I do have a Google Home set up here in my house, and so I use it, for listening to music, making home phone calls, and things like that. I do it all from there. Inbox. I prefer Google Inbox over Gmail just because it does group things and categorize things a lot better. I'm not going to open that up because there's private information in there. So Instagram. Keep. I use Keep to jot down notes and things like that and make a list of things that I need to remember. So Keep comes really in handy. I also use it for YouTube videos. If I'm going to talk about something that is going to stretch me maybe about 20 minutes or 30 minutes long, and I want to be able to remember plot points of what I'm going to be discussing, I use Google Keep as my cheat sheet to be a reminder for me. Facebook Lite and Messenger Lite, obviously, lighter versions of the Facebook applications. Google Maps, I use it quite a bit. I know over the past couple of weeks they had Mario Kart on Google Maps, which was a really neat thing, and then they have Where's Waldo. So Google Maps is, just kind of being, helpful and cool at the same time. Messages, obviously, for text messaging. My Boost, I'm not going to open that up because it's got private information also, but my Boost basically is, for Boost Mobile. Keep track of my plan and things and such. Google Play Newsstand, probably one of the best apps I use to actually gain news and everything like that. Let me go ahead and just open up, my library. And as you guys can see, I am on Google Play Newsstand. So if you guys actually find me and add me to your list of, stuff that you follow, you guys will stay up to date with all my YouTube videos. I post on Blogger, so you guys will be able to see posts that I post on Blogger. I also post my videos on Blogger too, but I do type up articles as well. You guys will see those there. And I think, my tweets are still being there, so you guys can see what I posted on Twitter and what I share on Twitter and whatnot. So all that's there. You guys can find it on Google Play Newsstand. But then I follow some of these other ones like Android Authority, Android Police, Android Headlines, The Verge, Cult of Android. There's like so many Android stuff here. But then also too, we got like photography, gardening, travel. I am into those things, okay? So don't laugh. Nintendo. You have High on Android from Max Lee. But I don't think he's updated anything on there in quite a while. GameSpot, Droid Gamers, Food Spotting. I just have like various different, interests. So, and then also I have a subscription to Android Advisor. So I keep track of all these digital magazine issues that I've had. So this not bad at all. Going forward from there, of course, people's contacts. Periscope, I do scope on Periscope. So let me launch that up. And let's see. I scope from time to time, and so it looks like Storm Chaser and Grant watched one of my scopes. So I appreciate that. And if you're wondering what my Periscope is, there it is. It's at the AOTito. You guys can follow me on there. I don't scope like all the time, every time, but yeah, I do from time to time. Photos, basically, obviously, self-explanatory for photos. It's all backed up there. Pixar, if you want to get funny with the photos, you can actually go ahead and edit the photos really, really cool. It's got really cool stuff in there. Play movies, basically, I have a library of movies that I've been collecting for some time now, just to build up that digital library. Play music, for music's obviously. Play Store, basically self-explanatory. Power Director is what I use to edit videos. It is one of my, it's my go-to. I have it on my phone. I have it on my Chromebook. So I'm able to actually edit videos, and they come out really nice. And I do have the purchase version of the app. So there you go. Reddit. Reddit's actually pretty cool. You guys should know what Reddit is. If you don't, basically, it's like an online blogging source. Basically, people post up articles and people will comment and respond. It's just a good collaboration tool, not only to to meet cool people, or whatever, but to also share your opinions too as well. Got a notification. So you guys can see like all the these different things you can go and read on. So it's actually pretty cool. I definitely recommend Reddit to anyone out there who wants to have some sort of reading source and to get caught up on some info. Definitely sign up for Reddit and just go on there and get wild. Settings is actually pretty cool. Simple right here. This is actually a banking app. So I'm sure I can launch it without actually giving out private information. Yeah, because I have to touch the screen. But it's a banking app. This is what I use for banking, so that I can make purchases online without actually having to use my actual checking account. It's really, really cool. It's really good. I recommend it. Snapchat, yes, I still use Snapchat. For those of you guys out there, I still use Snapchat. So, obviously, no, I don't want to do that. Nope, not that. There we go. Yeah, takes a minute. It's still, one thing about Snapchat though, it's still pretty heavy. It's heavy wise. It's still pretty heavy though. So honestly, I'm just but But it still works out though. So I still post certain things on Snapchat from time to time. You guys can check those out if you guys want to. Shut up. All right, so Swarm, I still am on Swarm. I know a lot of people don't use it that much anymore. I still use it. I still check into places, and both me and my babe, we have a competition between each other because we both use it. So we try to check into as many places as possible. So that's actually kind of cool. HTC themes, you can use it if you're using Sense Launcher, Twitter, self-explanatory, and Vera I already showed you guys. And Zedge, I have Zedge for wallpapers, ringtones, and all that other good stuff. So definitely one app that I would definitely recommend to get some really cool wallpapers. And they also have this thing too. I don't know if they're still doing it. Oh yeah, they do. So icons. So apparently you're able to actually theme your icons with Zedge, which is really nice. If you want to give your phone that real unique look, you can definitely do so. And they have some different icon packs that you can use. And the cool thing about this is that you don't need root. So if you want to play around with that, go for it. And let's see. They have widgets that you can put on your screen. And these are actually pretty cool too. So yeah, there's just all kinds of cool stuff in here. Really, you can really mess with your phone and just edit it the way that you want it to look, basically. And in Zoe videos, you can really make some cool things with Zoe. One thing that I really dig about HTC and the 189, you can take some slow-mo videos, some hyperlapse, some photos, stitch it all together in a video, and just kind of do like a little theme with it, a little background music, just a real cool editing app by HTC, and just to kind of personalize, you can get real creative with it, basically. And so I really dig that. But anyways, guys, so that's pretty much it on what's on my my phone that I use on a day-to-day basis. And if you guys enjoyed it, basically let me know. If you have any questions about any of the apps that I use, leave comments in the comment section of the video, and I'll definitely get back to you on that. I know it's a pretty long video. I just wanted to show just about every app that I use, and probably most of these apps you guys already use it anyways. But if you don't, if you have questions about some of the ones I do use, like I said, leave a comment. If you subscribe to my channel, thank you so much for doing so. I really appreciate that. And you can also hit that bell option to know when I upload a video. Again, my name is Tito. Thanks for checking it out, guys. I'm gonna go relax now, and you guys should too. So, shaky bed. Aloha.